We are synced up. And what is up, guys? It's your host, RachelZu, with another episode of Survival of the 20s for you. Today's going to be a great episode, I feel. It's something that I definitely resonate with, and it is waiting for a yes. So, I want to start today's episode with a story that I have not shared about my experience being a PA last year. And it's not a story that I really want to hear like that, but it's like I feel like I have to. And it's not crazy. It's let's just get into it, right? So a few months before being a PA on getting the job on Evil, I got an internship for a feature film, to be a PA on a feature film, independent. And I moved from my sister's house in Jersey back to New York for it because I was like, you know what? This is something that's going to be great for my resume, and I'm finally going to be getting hands-on experience. Plus, I hadn't been created in a creative environment like that for a minute. So I was really excited to do it. So I did it. A few months later, I got a call saying, and I did sign up for something, but I did not think that they were going to give me a job I thought it was a scam. I thought when they called me for Evil, I thought it was a scam. And I did not um quit the job that I had until I was signing papers because I thought something was being funny with me. Like I was like, there's no way. But it was true. They gave me walkie PA position, and it was not a position that they usually give green people. So I was very green. It was a job with a lot of responsibility, but for some reason, God allowed me to get a yes for that opportunity. And this is an opportunity that I probably wanted for a long time. I wanted this opportunity for a long time. I think I might upload a clip of a video that I have on Snapchat of when I was maybe 18 or 19, and they were shooting what's that movie? Something Street, Beale Street, if Beale Street could talk. Yes. So they were shooting that on my block, right in front of my building. Like it was actually like I had to wait to get out my building, and go back into my building on that day that they were shooting in front of there because like I would be in the shot. So I was like, wow, like seeing it, it was crazy. And I was like, I need to do this. And like, I'm going to show y'all the clip. Honestly, I want to be a part of this so bad right now. Like, I wish y'all knew. Read one of my scripts, yo. Please. I'm jealous, but all this is doing is really making me push harder and write more. Because I've been slacking on my writing. Like, through 9, I'm going. Anyways, so it's a position that I wanted a long time ago and I wasn't ready for before, but I guess God thought that I was ready for now. And He granted me that yes. And I got in, and 2 weeks later, I wanted to quit. 2 weeks later, I was done with waking up at 3 or 4 a.m. I was done with, honestly, I was around too many people. It was a lot of people because it's a lot of departments. You're around a lot of new faces and a lot of new personalities. And I didn't have much time to do my journaling, my shadow work, my meditating, all these spiritual practices that were my like self-care, were keeping me sane. I no longer had time for them, not even for therapy. I did not have time to do any of those things. I was just exhausted, and my nervous system was shocked. Like it was just shocked, I guess. So 2 weeks later, I was over it, and I was ready to quit. Now, here comes the story in all actuality, right? So it was a Friday, and my second Friday probably, and I was done. I was ready to quit, and I told a friend that, and this friend, she they were like, "No, don't do it, right? Let me give you something to relax." And they they pulled out a gummy, a gummy, an edible, and I was like, "Oh, nah, like I don't want to be tripping over here, whatever, right?" And they were like, "I wouldn't do that to you. Like, this is not gonna do that. It's just gonna keep you calm. Like, I ate one, like, it just keeps me calm. It's just gonna keep you calm." And so I don't know if it was maybe that my I wasn't processing things correctly. I wasn't like I wasn't thinking. And I was like, all right, yeah, cool. It's Friday anyway. So I ate it. I ate it. And things were cool. Things were cool until my thoughts became louder than what they were asking me to do on walkie. I'm telling you, bro. And that's when I was like, I messed up, didn't I? Bro, it was too late when I realized that I had messed up real bad, man. So it was the damage was done already, and and I honestly, from my perspective, I know that I was on bells, and if you don't know what bells is, basically like you in the back of the stages. I'm glad it wasn't an away shoot, but either way, still horrible. In the back of the stages, and when they say bells, you ring the bells 3 times. When they say rehearsal's up, you ring the bell 2 times. And when they say cut, you ring the bell 1 time. And also is connected to the light system. So when it's um when we're rolling, nobody could come in. So I turn on the light, ring 3 bells. When we're finally cut, I turn off the light, ring the 1 bell, and people could come into the stages. It it's something that matters though. It's something that matters for real. Okay. And I wasn't. I swear I couldn't hear it anymore because my thoughts were just going berserk. I couldn't stop thinking. I couldn't stop thinking because I knew I had effed up. Even before I knew I had effed up, my thoughts were going a mile, not a mile a minute. They were going fast. They were going fast and they were rampant, and it was like a tsunami. There was no stopping it. Anyways, so I know I messed up the bells many times. Um I probably rang the bells while we were shooting because I was like, did they ring the bells? I mean, did they ask for bells? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, let me ring the bells. Imagine I rang the bells while they were shooting. My key PA came to the back and he was like, are you okay? Okay. I think I'm done sharing what happened that day because there's more, and I don't even want to go into it because it feels like it's funny like now, but I really thought I had ruined. Like I thought I was gonna be blacklisted. I thought I would like literally an industry that I've wanted to be in since I was a wee lad. That I was I was not going to be able to anymore. I was like, I threw away my future. I believed I threw away my future, and I really did not like myself. I really did not like myself. I was like, how could you be so dumb? Fast forward, I didn't get fired. nobody said anything to me. I don't know. To this day, I don't know if anybody knew, but nobody said anything to me. And yeah, I don't know if it just was that I wasn't ready for the responsibility of this position, or if I wasn't just like, because I was thrown to the wolves. I I don't know. I just wasn't ready. But God still gave me this yes. He still allowed me to do it. And I'm thinking that He gave me this yes because He knew that I was going to do something dumb like that, perhaps. But in this specific show with this specific crew, I was safe. I was going to be okay, and I was going to be able to learn from this mistake and not completely mess up my future. It could have gone left. It could have. I'm in LA now, right? And there are things that I want yeses for so bad. I want to be a principal role on a feature film. I want principal roles on commercials, and I want to be a TV series regular. I want yeses. I want these yeses so bad, but I might not be ready for that yes yet. There are other things that I probably need to learn, and I'm in the position to learn them now in preparation for those yeses. But if I get that yes now, I might F up. I might F up to the point that I can't go back from. And that's why we can't take no's or not seeing yeses coming as soon as we want. We can't take that personally, because it's a no for, it could be a no for now. No for now. You need to prepare. You need to up your work ethic, because once you get that yes, that you are now a TV series regular, you can't slack. Because if you F this opportunity up, you may never get another opportunity again. You got to see the bigger picture. Are you really ready for this thing that you want? Are you really ready? Cuz I thought I wanted that position that I had. I thought I wanted it, and then 2 weeks later I was ready to throw it away. 2 weeks later, I pretty much threw it I threw it away. But I was in an environment that I could mess up. I was in a position that I could kind of sort of mess up. But some of these things that we want, once we have them, you got to be on your P's and Q's. So don't take God's no's or God's no, not now personally, because it's all for a reason. Your yes is coming if it's supposed to be a yes. With that experience of that, with that mistake, this was a mistake that, as y'all can see, I cringe at it. Like, I hate that I had to learn this lesson, but I'm pretty happy I learned it then, because it's not something that I'll never risk. I'll never take a risk like that again. I value that lesson because now I can see that I have to take things serious. When I get an opportunity, I have to take it serious, take myself serious. It's not just about talent. So many people have talent. It's about work ethic. It's about patience. It's about kindness, even. There are people out there that they might be talented, but they are not going to get work because they're divas or they're not easy to work with. There are things that I want right now that I'm just not ready for, bro. I'm not always able to look at it this way in the moment because of ego. My ego wants what it wants now. Like, my ego has no patience. But I'm glad I'm able to recognize, even if it's sometimes, but right now I'm able to recognize that I'm I'm where I'm supposed to be. I might not completely like it, but I'm where I'm supposed to be, learning the lessons I'm supposed to learn, adopting the skills I'm supposed to acquire before I get the yes I yearn for. It's coming, but there are some blessings you have to prepare for. You're not just going to get them. If you get them like that, one, you won't value them. Two, you just might not be ready for them. It might just not be time. It may also just not be, it might not be your door. Um, like when we say doors are opening and we want a specific door to open, unfortunately, sometimes that door just might not be yours. Everything that is for you, you're gonna have. Things that are not for you, you just won't. And sometimes you're gonna want things that are not for you. Some of these dudes, some of these girls, yeah, they might look good, but they might not be for you. And that's why y'all are not dating, or they don't ask you on a date, or you know, there's just no, it's not compatible. They're not for you. You gotta make peace with that. You gotta make peace with some things not being for you and be okay with that. I spoke about something like this on TikTok the other day, that once to go to I wanted to go to a party with my friend, and it was all the way in Brooklyn, because y'all know all the all the fun parties was in Brooklyn for real. But it was all the way in Brooklyn, and I was having a hard time getting there. I didn't have a ride, so I had to take the train, and the trains were delayed. And my friend didn't really want to go anymore, but I was like, oh, but I want to go. So there was a lot of things hinting at, not tonight. But I went anyway. You know what I did when I got there? I stood around by a wall and looked at other people standing around also next to a wall, and just, everybody was just looking around at each other like they were walls themselves, and it was not fun. That party was not for me. And I didn't listen to the signs because I was being stubborn. I wanted to go whine on somebody's son, but the sons weren't catching wines. They didn't even want to. They were just there. Like, I could have stayed home and bought some snacks and watched the movie, but no, I was being stubborn. I didn't want to hear the signs. Sometimes you just gotta hear the signs, bro. Sometimes you cannot force it. Cannot force it, bro. Forcing anything leads to regret, because you just realize, like, I could have done without this for real. I wanted it so bad, and now it's. Mm. All in all, guys, find peace and gratitude in the current moment you are living. Everything in life has its purpose, find its reason. Even the sucky times have purpose and reason. think about it. I rather believe that I'm at where I rather believe that where I'm at right now is exactly where I'm supposed to be, because I'm learning patience, I'm learning skills. I'm just waiting for the blessing, because we're just moving towards each other. Me and my blessing are moving towards each other for real. There's just things that I gotta adopt. If you like playing Call of Duty, you gotta get a gun before you're able to kill. You can't just go into the war zone without a gun, knife, and your bros. I don't play that game. So I'm sorry that I even used that, but it's the first thing that came to mind. Um I rather believe that this place, physically, mentally, spiritually, that I'm in right now is an essential part of my journey. It's as essential as what I want. But this, where I'm at, I need to be here so I can get there. I rather believe that than believe that life, the world, God is against me. Because then, if you believe that, then what's the point? I'd rather just continue to work hard and wait for that blessing, wait for that yes from God, from the universe. Because it's coming. It's coming. Just believe that. That's all I wanted to say today. Be patient, y'all. Be patient. God wants you to be patient and to have faith that whatever you want in this life, if it's for you, you will have. Don't get so sucked into the narrative that if you don't have it by a certain age, then you're a failure or you're just never gonna get it. That's worldly talk, okay? Time isn't even, all right? I don't even want to say it. I say it all the time. Time is not a thing. It's coming. You're on the right track. You're on the right path. As long as you know that you are, make sure you believe that you are. And if you don't believe that you are, then put in the work so that you can say, my blessing's coming because I'm putting in the work. Do your part and God will do his. That's all. That's all I wanted to say on this. What day is it today? It's Thursday. I look like a little boy, but sometimes that's okay. Sometimes I like to do that. Um, Thank you guys for tuning in to Survival of the 20s today. If you enjoyed, please let me know. Please leave a review. Please check out my Cash App because I do take tips. And yeah, follow me on Instagram. It is THEE Rachel RACHELZU. Yeah, guys. And let's say today's affirmation. Say it with me now. There is plenty of time for the things I want to accomplish. There's plenty of time for the things I want to accomplish. There's plenty of time for the things you want to accomplish. All right, guys. Thank you for listening today. And tune in for next week's affirmations that will be related to today's episode. Bye.